Let's see.
Yeah, it's only heard from 300 feet, so I mean, even if you're 301 feet, you can't hear it.
What's that?
The stick breaking.
Is it 300 radius?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
come on, webcam. Be cool. Be cool, Cam. Is Zach not there anymore?
I'm here.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, you're good.
What's up?
Dave's here.
Yeah, I'm just reading something real quick.
My webcam's not working anyway. I don't know fucking why.
I haven't turned mine on. Sorry. Still
Practice
Nice.
rolls in?
Yeah.
Nice.
recovering from not
The
feeling particularly great.
I'm feeling a 15. It's much better than my normal practice rolls.
Right? It's been one of those games for Frank. One of them, their games.
Right.
There it is. Ha ha ha. Let's take 7 attempts.
I mean, you're not like PowerPoint like last week, so it's a step up.
There you go. Shit, dude.
Was
Crazy.
Zaggy PowerPoint last week? I don't think it was a weird frame rate for me.
My camera was crazy. I think 2 weeks ago,
Oh, yeah.
but it was going crazy.
Yes.
Looks like
2 weeks ago, you're
looks
having
like an old
issues.
fucking pixelated fucking little video from the internet in like 2007. You know.
I mean, audio, he was completely fine. It was just looking at him, though, he was a little.
Just like jumping around.
All right. Actually, let me close my office door here. All right. You guys good to get started?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I'm good.
Quieter fan. Okay. There we go. That's what we need. So, previously, you all had snuck into the winery at the Wizard of Wines here, which is the ancestral farm run by the Martikov family. You're investigating the disappearance of 3 particularly potent magical artifacts that have made the ground here fertile and produce far more and far better quality wine than otherwise might be found in these rather miserable lands of Barovia. Through a combination of a little bit of initial luck and then some absolutely Scooby-Doo run-around combat, fleeing in multiple directions and conveniently opening doors into bad guys most of the time, as well as Mike's insanely efficient spirit guardians, uh, you were able to clear out the druids and blights that seem to have infested the place. In the process, you also found a rather unsettling and honestly kind of gross staff that one of the druids had that once Snarlig identified it, you realize can be used to destroy a large number of blights, actually an infinite number of blights, as long as they're within 300 feet of it when it is broken. Additionally, Ayakabachi made some momentary alliance with the crows that were nesting in the rafters here. Um, and despite accidentally clipping one with one of his AoEs near the end of the fight, Ervir was able to save it, and seemingly appreciatively, they all flew away, heading back in a northeasterly direction either perhaps towards Valaki or just kind of generally towards the hunting camp where the Martikovs were. Right now, having looted most of the structure, we kind of find you guys deciding where you wanted to go further. You had looked through the basement and the ground floor of the winery fairly extensively. You didn't go upstairs. I don't know if you want to do that or if you just want to head out. You've got probably 5 minutes left, which is certainly enough time to toss those rooms quickly. I don't want you to think you have to flee, but if you guys are feeling pressured, there's probably going to be a change of guard relatively soon. So it is on you whether or not you'd like to stay.
Guess it really depends on how you guys are feeling on your spells.
I still have quite a bit.
Yeah, I could always benefit from a short rest, but I also have this dog for like another
Mhm.
58 minutes, so we could go out and use it.
If we have 5 minutes until the guard changes, we could just jump the guard when they come in here.
I like that.
Yeah. You get the
Yes,
drop on them.
you could.
Because we have 3 patrols left, if I recall. So
Right.
3 druids.
Maybe try to catch the one that would
Uh,
go and see our patrol we already took out. Try
let
to
me
catch
check
that
my
one
notes
specifically.
here. You have 4 patrols left.
Right, there were
Just so
2
you know.
behind. Yeah, 2 behind and then 3 around, and we took out one of them in like the top corner.
Mhm.
Good. I could just hide. And
Yep. Yagobachi would just say that the hunting today has been fantastic, and I'm totally down to hide and ambush these prey when they come in.
We'll still have the blights, but we don't necessarily need to give up the element of surprise just yet. We could also theoretically crack the staff right as they come in, limiting the blights with this patrol and the fields, but then the other patrols will run this way, but they'll probably arrive at staggered times unless they just all get here at the same time, in which case there's 3 casters to deal with.
Just for a little bit of clarity about range, I'm going to move you guys real quick. If you zoom in back over on the winery, that's reasonably approximately to scale. It's actually probably slightly larger than it is on the map. So bear in mind, if you really want to purge the fields, you're probably going to have to break the staff somewhere out in the center. Yes, kind of like that-ish location. If you were to break it where you are, you're likely to probably catch like a good portion of the close fields, but you're not going to get all of it. It's a big farm basically. It's further than 600 feet across.
I say we jump the patrol when we come in here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down with that.
Okay.
I like that.
No, look, appreciates an element of surprise since he's not very sneaky. We'll take surprises when he can.
Your opportunity to be a stealth wizard. Okay.
So it looked like they all came in that back door, correct? So we probably want to all move around there.
These doors were open when me and Raumer first walked in here. I closed it just for the sake of I didn't want anyone to see us.
All right. Well, I'm going to need to do a little bit of setup if that's what you intend to do, but feel free to
We
talk
could.
amongst yourselves. That's
Hide
not a
down the
problem. I'm just
stairs.
saying I need a moment.
You think over here?
Yeah, we got positioning options just because then if we are listening for the door, combat doesn't start as soon as they walk in, but they shouldn't see anything amiss just yet.
I can always have Webward head outside and do a little surveillance for us and let us know when they're coming.
Good old Webward Webington.
It's a good idea.
The 8th.
Get that CCTV going.
like, should we have it so like he has like connect a web though, so he can like when he sees someone coming though, he like tugs on the web. So when we see the web move, we.
Ralmir, I love the initiative and the idea and your compassion for Webward. It means a lot to me, but I can see through his eyes, and the moment I want to stop, I'll just stop and I'll let you guys know. I'll make like I'll nod my
Oh,
head or
okay.
something.
I don't like where your mind's at though. Could we set up like a tripwire or some shit? Like if we
Yes.
have an idea of where they're gonna come in, we could trap it.
Yeah, Ralmir had some pretty good ideas about traps earlier. We didn't have enough. Well, we weren't
Yeah.
here yet, but you had some good ideas.
Oh, with the vines.
Yeah, or like with you had another one too. Maybe we can do something with these wine. I guess I don't want to waste the wine, but maybe we can.
Leave the wine be.
Okay.
Yeah, like the whole point of us being here is to, protect it.
That's true. We probably shouldn't explode it. Well, I'll have Webward go and keep a lookout while making sure Raumir can have time to set up whatever traps he wants to.
I mean, mainly just do like tripwire, like ball bearing stuff.
I'm gonna show Raumir the office I found earlier. Maybe there's something in there that he can use for tripwire. It's over here. I don't think you had a chance to see it when I Webwarded it
Oh.
earlier.
What about
yeah.
like really thick spider silk? Someone go milk
Uh,
Webward.
Is
Milk walk.
three.
He's just a tiny little spider.
I mean,
So that room, Ralmir, is appears to be a barrel maker's workshop. There are strips of iron and wood that lie in neat piles on the floor of this workshop, the walls of which are lined with tools. Two work tables stand against the east wall. If you're looking for things that might be useful in trap making, keep in mind you're going to have to move pretty quick here, so you're probably really only going to have time to like build something at one entrance, but scattering your ball bearings is a single action. But go ahead and give me an investigation.
okie dokie.
Quite good. So you were wondering about whether or not you could use string or rope or whatnot earlier. What you find here is a spool of fairly sturdy wire. They would use this to actually basically make staples to hold the barrels together that go under the iron bands. But it's thin enough and durable enough that you think it'd probably make a pretty darn good tripwire.
Okay.
Also, the snips and the hammer required to kind of like cut it to length and whack some pythons into the wall. And actually, maybe you could get two. It'll depend on how well you roll setting up the first one.
Okay. Do I have to put the stuff in my inventory to move
You
it
might
over?
want to, since you can walk away with it if you'd like. At least the wire.
DM, if you'll delete that one purple wolf, that was just put there on accident before.
Can do.
And then I am going to,
Delete.
I don't know, where should I be meditating? I want to be doing it near someone, but I don't want to be just sitting out in the open. We think they're going to come through this door, right? Which door are you booby trapping, Raumir?
I thought they were gonna come from the bottom right door.
Down here?
So it kind
Yeah.
of depends where the patrol was. Let me I can give you all a vague idea, just given what you saw before. As far as the remaining patrols, there are two from the kind of right and the top right side,
Mm-hmm.
one on the top left side, and two on the top or on the bottom left side. But you don't know whether or not both of those bottom left patrols will come back all at the same time.
Okay.
Probably if we are we planning on hiding at the bottom right side?
Probably depends on which door we think we need to access.
Yeah.
So
I'd probably do it on do the tripwire on the opposite side though, just to cover ground. So wherever we're not going to be, we'll probably put the tripwire on the other side. That makes sense.
Kind of
to
like
me.
where I'm standing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like over here, and then we'll watch
Door.
over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something like that. That's what I had in mind.
I like it.
Yeah, so.
I'm
Yeah,
a bit here, so I'm just coming to look.
is this what kind of role am I doing, Zach?
So I would probably like a sleight of hand roll. I think makes the most sense to me.
That's me.
Oh,
Is anybody helping him with that? So it's not a nat one.
I think I can. I am not proficient.
That's fine.
I don't think I am either. No.
Can you hit a DC 5 sleight of hand to hold the tools for him?
Maybe. Ooh,
Okay.
nailed it.
Easily
Nailed
enough.
it.
Actually, I asked you for a 5. You beat it by 5 or more. We'll treat that as a 10 on this doorway. So that's where you'd like to set up one trap?
Yep.
Okay. On the exterior door or the interior door?
Oh, probably maybe like on the interior door though. So like if they fall through though, like they'll fall like near us, I would say.
Okay. So about where I marked it there? Along that threshold? Okay. Um, hmm. I think not with a particularly great roll. Um, you don't have to worry about the quality of that. You know, you've anchored it in. It's hard to see. It's dusty. It's dim there. But I think it might take you long enough that you'd struggle to set up another one. However, if you'd like to scatter your ball bearings, please choose a door or area for that.
Um, let's see. So what are the other entry points though? That
Seems like you're probably going to get some people coming from here for sure.
yeah, I figured that's where we're gonna be hiding from. So probably not do it.
There's a small chance they might come in up here in one of these doors because there is that patrol that's kind of to the top right. Um, and then you feel like both patrols from the field and probably the one to the west will likely come in through that door where Webport is and the tripwire that you made.
Um, yeah, I can. I'll probably do like set up over, throw some over there
Uh,
just to cover ground. You said it
in
was
this
either
area?
there. Yeah.
Okay.
How
Yeah.
The description will tell you how much space. I believe it's a 10-foot square.
Yeah.
All
I
different.
believe it is. And then I'll also let Ralmer know that I specifically remember when I was webwording, this door has very rarely been used at all. So I don't think they're gonna come through this
okay.
one. I think they might come through here though.
Okay. Um.
I will say it covers a 10 by 10 square. So if you want to split that up into two, I'll let you do like two 5 by 10s if you'd like. Or cover that whole area, your choice.
Okay.
Right.
If I don't use it, I could just always pick them back up too. So.
Mhm.
Right. Take some time, but yeah. Like, how long would it be this long right here?
Yes, if you well, wait, 1, 2, 3. It'd be one less square than that. It'd be 4 squares. Yeah, because you're measuring. It's not.
Oh,
It's
I'm
center
not
to center.
counting. You're right. It's not
Right.
counting that first one. Exactly.
So that would be it's a 10 by 10. So
4
what I'd
total
use.
squares.
So what? So it'd be 4 of them I'd be using.
No. One
Or
one ball bearing, one bag. So it says like 1,000 ball bearings or whatever.
yeah.
That totals to 4 squares of area, 4 5 by 5 squares.
Oh,
Because it's not 10,000 uses of it. It's 10,000 ball
To
bearings in a
use up that
bag to
space.
cover a 10 by 10 square.
oh, okay.
Think about like any time you've seen in a movie where someone slips on a bunch of marbles, it's like
Yeah.
doing the
hundreds or
dance.
thousands of them. That's
Mhm.
the idea. Is that you just like spill it out and it's a whole fucking area where there's nothing to step on but ball
Yeah, if
bearings.
it's only 40 of them, it's not gonna cover shit, you know.
Right.
Right. I kind of figured though because I had like so much of them. Okay.
That's why it takes 10 minutes to pick them all up.
Yep.
Because
Yep,
there's 10,000
okay.
of them.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just you want me to just put 0 in my inventory for them then?
Yeah, you can mark it off, or if you guys take the time to pick them back up, you can put it back in.
Okay.
But really, it's one bag, so 1 or 0 is kind of the. You don't have to have 10,000 marked.
Right now, at the moment, I just have it marked at 0. So just.
Okay. So you'd like vaguely these 4 squares, or would you like to divide it up in a different way?
That seems good too. That seems.
Okay. James Bond oil slick.
Mm-hmm.
Okie doke. In that case, then I would just like. So, Zachy, you said you want to.
Well, if the group's gonna hide
Uh,
down here, that's pretty smart. And I do want to be with someone. I don't want to be alone.
I
Okay.
mean,
So I can
well,
warn them.
I mean, I plan on hiding over here, so.
Over here.
Or yeah, like. Give or take somewhere in the
Okay,
corner.
I can go over there with you. I'm gonna just tell my dog to attack the first person that walks through that door.
Fair
Other
enough.
than Webward.
Yeah, dog eats Webward. It's fucked up.
I'll just be
Although I
like,
suppose Webward is not a person.
He is to me. And this would take us downward, Frank, down to that one room. So I think we could just like move our dude, like right over here. Boom.
I'm gonna leave the corpses where they are, but I'm gonna clean them up onto the map layer a little bit.
Oh,
Hang
back.
on.
Oh shit, where'd you go there?
Drop down here to the way bottom part, like underneath the stairs.
Okay, yeah, I see.
Because
Yeah.
I'm down low, and I'm going to be meditating, watching the Webwards be their lives.
Intently.
Okay, so you're watching through Webward's eyes.
And hopefully
can
Ramir's
see-
near me somewhere because I'm exposed.
That
Um,
side of the building, in
Mhm.
that case. And Webward's got kind of weird eyes. He's a spider. But you're able to, no problem, pick out that there's a group coming from top left. And there are 2 groups slightly spaced out coming from the bottom right that all seem like they're probably headed for that door where Webward is parked.
Oh snap. Well, I will come up from the trance pretty quickly and just let them know that the hunt has come to us and there are a lot of potential prey. Could I have any number ideas on how many people I see?
Groups of between 4 and 5 for each
So
of them.
anywhere between 12 and 15 individual prey. So
Yep.
get ready.
What's the composition of the patrols?
You watched them before. Each one is at least one druid accompanied by several of the smaller figures.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was like the bigger deal blights or if it's the 4 HP blights. or
Oh,
whatever
mostly
fuck
the
they
small
have.
ones, it
Alright.
seemed like. The bigger deal blights are much more recognizable as like person-sized to the point where you might even mistake them for druids at a distance. They're like full medium creatures. Like they stand like something like 6 foot tall.
Me and my doggy are gonna hide.
Okay.
Yeah, where's everyone at? Trying to.
I'm down the
That's
stairs.
I'm in the main
yeah, I'm down
You
the
know.
stairs with them.
room with all the wine vats.
Hard to
All
hide
right.
when you're transing.
Chilling in this corner.
Ralmer, that's quite a good hiding roll. So just so you guys know, Ralmer, I don't know if you want to be like sneaking somewhere where you can like stab someone in the ankles as they come through that door or not. But you probably want to be either in the square Ayakobachi's in or in the one in front of him if you plan to take an attack of opportunity.
Yep.
Somewhat.
Okay. So Urver, you're just going to be kind of in plain view of that door, but hopefully hiding from the one on the left.
I don't know. It's hard to picture it when I don't see any other tokens.
Fair enough. They're down a floor from you, so they're in. Rolmir's in that square. Ayakobachi's in the next square.
All right.
We could back up one.
Can you guys not see over
I could see
the
it.
border?
Well, I could see it because I got my beasts. and
Yeah, that's
whatnot.
why. Okay, let's just do this to make this easier. You guys have explored pretty much the whole thing here. I'm just going to turn dynamic lighting off so that we don't have any issues with seeing over any of that.
Cool.
So you guys can now see all 3 floors
Mhm.
as necessary. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Narlag, I see you kind of hunkering down there. So I've got Ayakobachi.
I'm just humming while I'm meditating. It's
Yeah,
hard.
right.
Actually, we know they're coming from the left and the bottom. Actually, maybe me and Nar hiding by these barrels might not be a bad idea.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my intent.
So can I get stealth from both of you, please?
Oh man, Narlug's just sneaky as fuck today. He's like Drax in this corner, dude. So still, he's invisible.
And Irvir for having a fucking disadvantage. That's not a bad roll.
Don't have to move anywhere. I just got to sit.
All right. If you're staying with Webward's vision, I will say you guys have plenty of warning to see the first 2 patrols arriving, and set up a surprise round if you'd like. Basically, you have like 30 seconds a heads up that these groups are coming. You can see cleanly. So not Control Shift O? I guess not. I thought that was moved to token layer.
Might be. I don't know. I never use it. I should.
But this top left group is slightly further away, but I want you to see where they're coming from. So yeah, the bottom group will arrive. Basically, they'll take a full round, and then the top left group will arrive
Alright.
on the next turn. So, are there any free casts, any buffs, any area hazards you'd like to throw out?
Fuck it. We ball. I'm gonna cast Longstrider on my my compadre here, Raumir.
On Rolmir?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll be like, they're coming. Good luck in the hunt, and I'll just touch them and cast Longstrider on them.
Is that an extra 10?
Extra 10 for the next 8 hours.
Yep. And keep in mind that 10 increases your speed, so if you dash, it also increases your dash movement.
Okay. Cool.
I guess
Okay.
I got 3 people in range, so I'll bless. I'll rank 1 bless Irvir, Narlug, and the dog.
Okay.
You know,
That works.
bless.
Gotta have bless. Okay. In that case, if you're still watching through Webword, I don't know if you are or aren't.
Not anymore. I cast Landstrider, so I don't know anything anymore.
Okay. They're going to move a little bit differently. Let's see if that druid notices that tripwire or not. Can I just scooch Webward like there? I know
Straight.
he's one
That's fine.
square down, but because that doorway is gonna get important.
Mm-hmm.
They're all kind of mid-movement, but let's see if Mr. Druid makes that roll. That's too funny, and there are too many enemies here not to have you have a little bit of an extra chance. Rolmir, please roll me a luck check and tell me if you'd like even or odd. Die of your choice.
Let's go with even.
Okay. And go ahead and roll. Ooh, okay. The druid still is going to fall prone as they stumble over your tripwire. And I believe that probably triggers dog's attack.
Yes, the wolf, one-eared wolf, will attack for sure.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, for sure. We're gonna do them all. And then if you need a D4 to
Cool.
that, it's a 20.
Very much hits, yes.
Let's just crit fish real quick.
Oh, it has bless too.
No, we didn't crit. And then
Gotta-
we're going
gotta
to
respect
do
the crit
11
fishing.
piercing. Right to his dome.
Okay. Yeah. Ow. The druid is already considerably wounded. I think that they would probably be so stupid they rush to attack, so they're going to move kind of there and clog up the doorway, and the one in the back can't get far enough to do anything. That is going to be their turn and the surprise round. Can I get everybody please to roll for initiative?
Yeah.
All right, and I'm going to add a turn for this druid, and then she needs initiative roll. Whoop. Just popped my own camera out. Okay. We're going to sort. And I suppose that does mean the druid acts first. She only sees the spirit. So she's going to stand up. Plus have her movement. Going to get, she's staying adjacent. She's going to get around him. And then honestly, I think she's going to shillelagh, which also triggers the attack. Does a 13 hit, Mr. Dog?
That's exactly it.
Okay, please take 8 bludgeoning damage as she runs a hand along the staff and it grows a bunch of thorn. She bashes at him. Let's see. The Blights saw her trip, but they're really fucking stupid. 1 second. Alright. He passes successfully. The small Blight, Frank, roll me another luck check.
Yeah, we'll do even again.
You do.
Okay. The little one attempts to run into the room and just straight up runs directly to the tripwire, which rips its head off because it's tiny and fragile and it's dumb. So that one is just going to immediately die. This one is going to move out and is going to provoke, if you'd like, Akabachi. Yeah. Okay, Maul.
Let me throw a
All
D4 in there. Throw a D4.
With a D4, you will hit.
Just 9 that time.
All right. That is a considerable amount of damage, but not quite enough to down him. Then the last one is going to move there. And then they don't see you all, but I think the druid would basically command them to search the room. You hear her shout, find the intruders, seeing that there's signs of battle around. And one of them is going to swing at Doc. I assume a 9 does not hit.
9 misses. 13's our number.
Okay, that's it for their turn. Akabachi.
Alright, Yakobachi is going to walk up these stairs. Maybe like 5, 10 right here, maybe 15 if I got to squeeze past Ralmir. And we're gonna open this door.
Okay.
Just give it a little
Free
open.
object interaction.
And let's just we'll take a step out, get better vision, and then we'll take a shot at this druid with a thorn whip. And I'll take out my bow and shoot an arrow, and it gets all thorny and ropey through the middle of the air. And plus, what up, Bless?
Damn. Man, it's
Where's the
That is going to hit.
Oh wait, no wait. It's not me. It's just the dog. That misses.
Yeah.
Correct. That does miss, and only barely. Their AC is not very good.
And then I'm like,
Um.
"Ugh."
Yeah.
And
I'm
then I would
sorry,
take a
sir.
step back and go like right there.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Bonus action. Is this fishy yet?
Command
I
the
don't
doggo.
know. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take an action. He's just going to do it after my turn. I think what I'm going to do, I don't know if this is going to start getting crazy or not, but I'm just going to risk it for the biscuit anyway. We're going to throw out our, our hawk, the bonus action.
Okay.
And we'll put him like right there. And yes, end of my turn, we will do some attacks with the dog on the druid.
Sounds good. Can you please? That definitely hits. Can you please relink the hawk so I know what it
I got
does?
you.
10. Ooh, druid is feeling the pain.
We'll give advantage on any of the homies that I can see. I kind of want to keep it at an angle where I can see my boys over here. You know what I mean? Like I know they're around here
Yeah,
somewhere,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't want to like be on right outside that door, basically.
Okay. Yeah, it's a little tough to see Ervir, but you can definitely see Narlug enough for that. I think depending on what Ervir does.
And that's it for me.
Okie doke. Narlug.
It was 10 piercing, by the way. Yeah, I think you took the
Yeah,
damage. Yep, you're
I
good.
did.
Druid's hurt, right?
Yeah.
Gnarlug's gonna
quite hurt.
suck the life out of him with that Toll the Dead.
Okay.
14 wisdom save.
Oh boy. I'm afraid that is a 19.
Woo, does nothing.
Okay.
Just gonna move to this side of the barrel.
Okay. And yeah, you see that like their head whips around, like hearing something from that direction, but it doesn't look like they were able to pinpoint where you were or anything. All right. In that case, that's it for you, Narlug.
Yep.
Rolmir.
Okay.
Nobody coming in that door yet. But you definitely hear like sounds of combat upstairs.
Don't know if I should stay posted where I'm at or check to see how everything is going. We saw the patrol coming from, that would be coming from over here, right?
You know, there's at least one patrol coming from the door, kind of where you guys were hiding, and they probably will arrive kind of at the same time. And if you're talking about the top left, that's coming soon. They're probably coming next round.
Where's it coming from? So, like the ones like over here though, they are like for sure coming over here, or is this just like
Almost
just
certainly, unless they took some sort of really wild path. There is a patrol that's coming from the bottom right corner. So you didn't have a scout on that door, so you don't know 100%, but 95% that's the direction they're coming from. And probably soon. Last time you watched all of the shifts change, they arrived basically at the same time.
Okay. Do a perception check to see if like I'm hearing like sounds at all, or
It's actually not a bad idea. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
I'm afraid with a 5, you're not sure you could really hear anything other than
Yep.
the sound of battle in the room.
right? Okay. Oh, it's worth a shot. I'll probably just stay posted where I'm at though.
Okay, fair enough.
Just waiting for them
Mhm,
to.
ready to attack anybody who comes in.
Do I have to hold the action for that, or is that just?
Yeah, I mean, basically you're taking your...
It would just be a sneak attack anyway. So.
Yeah, normally, yes, I would ask that you hold an action, so that'll just be the action that you're holding for this turn, right?
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Ervir.
I will cast spiritual weapon.
Okay.
I will place it. I probably need to get like a token made up or something, right?
Yeah, I do need to do that. Is there an easy way to do that, Zaki?
Yeah, I put one in the Discord. If you look at the You can just copy paste and then go to library, upload, and just drop it onto the screen.
Yeah, I know how to do that. Oh, you mean the hammer?
Spiritual looking.
It is.
Or you just go to library, use free like premium assets. I'm sure there's some free shit. Just type in hammer or something or spiritual weapon. I'm sure somebody has something. You
Well,
can
his
drop
is
on
a longsword, but it doesn't matter. This will work for now. And then if I do this, can I do controlled by Irvier? Save. Can you move that now?
I don't see anything.
It's right next to you.
Oh, I see it. Never mind. I expected a circle. Yeah, cool.
Okie doke.
I'll cast it there and make an attack on the druid.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, that very much hits. Do you? I guess you. Do you have advantage for that for any reason?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, still super hits, but go ahead and give me damage. Yeah. So you
Woo!
send the spiritual weapon over, and she is too busy focusing on the dog, and you just straight up smash her head off. So she goes down, and I'm just gonna move her like over here 'cause she's holding my turn.
Okay.
If I delete her, it'll break the initiative. Anything else from you, Irvier?
No.
Okie doke.
You have an action. You can like hide or dodge.
That is my action. Casting the spell is the action.
It's a
I
bonus
believe.
action.
You're right. Then in that case, I'm going to Sacred Flame one of the traits.
No,
Or
you go.
blades.
Okay, go for it.
Let's see. I'll target. How would I fucking?
The one in front took some damage.
Yeah, that's. Oh, that's the one I'm gonna.
It's
Yeah.
Dex.
Yeah. DC
Yeah.
16 deck save.
I'm sorry, 19.
Damn it. Alright, I'm out.
Okay, their turn. We are going to. We've heard there be noise out here, so we're gonna go 1, 2. 3, 4.
One of them provokes.
Yes. Go ahead, dog.
Call?
Or both will
don't.
provoke.
No.
Dog
just
only gets one reaction.
Yeah.
What about my weapon?
Oh, you're right. Well, no. Does the weapon count as a creature?
I don't know.
do not know.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
just
I think the
post it.
weapon requires your action to
That's
direct
only a
it to
9.
attack. Not good enough, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Let me see.
You know what? Can I use
don't
my
think-
reaction to give him advantage? He's in my spirit totem.
Yeah, you can. Go for
Because
it.
I'm gonna get my reaction back anyways.
Yeah, they don't provide a flanking bonus, and they don't take AOs. That definitely hits. 8 on the front one? No,
Which-
it's the second one.
Yeah, whichever one walked out
That's
of.
8. Oh, those are both so low. And then the one that's still here is going to. God, they have a 2 int. How stupid are they?
They're pretty stupid.
Okay. He is smart enough, however, that he's going to attack the dog. He's going to claw you. That is a crit. I apologize. Please take 10 piercing damage. This other party is going to 1, 2, 3, 4. The druid will lead 5, 6. Let's see how stupid she is. Save. That druid also goes to step over the tripwire and falls down. God damn it. These two do not see you. They don't have a good enough spot. So I think they're just going to, at disadvantage, take a needle attack kind of vaguely in that direction. No. Okay. That is their turn. However, Rolmir and Ayakobachi, you hear the door open. And there is another group that enters from that bottom door. Layer. Token layer. So Rolmir, it is your choice which one you'd like to swing at. There's one of the smaller, like very fragile looking ones, and then also a druid that stepped through the door there.
I'm gonna go for the druid.
Okay, go and roll it. Yeah, that very much hits.
Yeah, okay.
And you are attacking from hide, so
Sneak attack.
sneak attack. Oh, that is a lot of damage. I don't like that. Okay. Ow, most of my HP. Yeah, so as the druid steps into the room, you just like basically swing up from being hidden at the staircase and like hamstring him real good. And you can see that is a considerable blow. The small blight is stupid, but is going to still come and finish their move and go after Ayakobachi. I assume an 11 doesn't hit you.
That'll miss.
Okay, so please don't take 2 piercing damage. All right. That is Ayakobachi's turn.
All right. We are going to move here. That's 5. We're gonna attempt to attack this guy.
Okay.
Gonna have the fingernails get long and the teeth get fang-like. And Yakobachi's is gonna start to take a primal savagery at this guy. If I had his damn character sheet open. That's a 12.
That hits.
That's a big
Very
roll.
dead.
That's a big roll.
Like so dead. You swing at it and it just melts. Okay.
I'll point at the druid and say in druidic, "You're next." And I will.
He
then,
looks a little scared.
Then I'll run away and go 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's 25 right there, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, because I started here, so it would have been 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Okay.
And I will end my turn and have the doggo, my one-eared wolf boy, attack that guy right in front of him.
Okay. Go for it. Yeah. And actually 11 is enough that you one-shot it.
Now, is he in provoke of opportunity with this guy laying down, or do you think he can get over here?
Provoke like
The druid,
when
he runs.
he
Because now
stands
that,
up.
like he's just sitting here, but I was thinking about making him like run towards me so I can use a cure wounds on him. You know, making him like right there, or even like right there.
Oh no, the druid is down and kind of around a corner.
Okay. Well,
I would say you're pretty safe to move
That's what the
away.
dog's gonna do. He's just going to come up here in between Narlug and these guys. Doesn't want them getting.
Okay.
In fact, he'll go right there, just so if they try to walk away. Maybe
Okay.
like
You still
right,
get the provoke.
like right
Yeah.
there, right there. Yeah.
Works for me.
Okay.
All right, Narlug.
Are either of these two right here hurt?
Oh, very.
Okay. Told it that on the first one.
Okay.
So it's 14 wisdom.
Wisdom. Save. Wisdom. Submit. No. Definitely does not pass.
Aha, stupid plant. 8 damage.
Okay, plants don't normally fear death, but this one sure had just a moment to before it explodes.
And they're technically weak to necrotic too, ain't they?
Mm-hmm.
Life force is gone. Just
right, just absolutely toast. All right. Anything else from you, sir?
Nope. Just gonna chill right here.
Fair enough. Romir, you are up.
Okay. Um. So
And
after I
also
did,
keep in mind you're like technically also in this square, so wherever you know.
okay, I might as well just move up there just for clarification's sake.
Sure. Yeah, so you'd be here.
Okay. And then does the druid have any idea like where that first attack came from?
I think in like a general sense, yes.
Is
But like she's disoriented. You know she got stabbed from below on that side. You
okay.
know, that's where the wound is.
Brownmare, I got you. Hawk life, baby. You attack, you get advantage. I got you.
Oh, okay. No, that's another sneak attack then.
It's true. Yeah, that hits. They are wearing dirty, ratty leathers. That doesn't even really count as. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. So you stab her in the thigh. And she kind of has like a vague idea of where you're at, but before she can hone in on you, you just pop up and right in the throat. And they also die.
Okay. And then I am
For
going
bullying
to
my dudes.
and then I'm going to go around over here, over by these barrels here.
Okay.
And I'm going to hide.
Okay. Give me the roll. Yeah. Okay. Very sneaky. All right. Ervir.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Okay.
and pass to the grave on the druid in the
Oh,
doorway.
it's over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I will move as my bonus action, move the weapon up, and make an attack.
Okay.
Nastiest combo of all time.
That is gnarly.
Let's see.
Yeah, that very much hits. Okay. She takes 14, right? She's treated as vulnerable to
Yeah.
that hit. Very nice. More than half
That
her
will be
health.
my turn.
Sick.
Okie doke. Druid turn. These guys are gonna go. I'm just gonna move. They're on one. Let's see. That's 15, 20, 25. They can't see you, Ervir, but they can see. Or they can't see you, Ralmir, but they can't see Ervir. So that's gonna provoke.
Yeah, so are they all moving
Mhm.
through the door?
Yeah, he's first, so he triggers, and you can see that the other little guy is about to follow behind him, but he will not provoke. Just so you know, because that's the end of his movement is that square.
Okay. I guess if I do the opportunity attack, they would recognize, I'd imagine, or
They'd probably see you, yes. Your
okay.
damage is considerable, and you are going to have advantage because you're in stealth. So I'd call it pretty unlikely you don't one-shot if you do take the swing.
Okay, well, these are just the tree blights. So, are you talking about me doing the opportunity attack and
So it would actually be on this guy on the left.
it'd be that guy here?
He's one of the slightly beefier ones. Not the big guys, but
Oh wait,
there are two different variations of these. There are twig blights and needle blights.
gotcha.
And he's
Oh right, the hawk gives me advantage, right?
Only once.
only once.
But
Okay.
you got advantage from hiding.
Right, yeah, you already have advantage. You hid, so attacking from stealth gives you advantage.
Okay.
So it will be a sneak attack.
Will be a sneak attack against him. Okay. Um, yeah. Fuck, I'll just do the opportunity attack.
That is going to hit.
Okay.
Very much. Double their health. So yeah, it comes around the corner and you just like straight cut him in half. So that guy goes down. God, it's gonna get real messy with tokens in here. Okay. That guy, the one around the corner. The one around the corner is gonna swing at you. It has disadvantage. No, I assume a 9 does not hit you.
It does not.
The little guy is gonna swing at you with his claws. Whoops. I assume. Actually, it might. Does a 15 hit you?
It does not.
Okay. Good for them. Druid's gonna stand up. No, give me Druid's pointer. That's half her movement. Spiritual weapon does. I don't. Does spiritual weapon block movement?
It
I don't
doesn't
think so, right?
exist. It's not an
Doesn't
object.
say
It's like
anything
celestial.
about it.
Okay, so she can only get to here. That guy after her is going to go to here. Just going to move to here to stay close. And shambling into the room after them, you recognize a new type of enemy. Shift Z?
Yeah,
There you are.
badass.
Fiddlesticks looking motherfucker.
Yes, and in fact, it does appear to be some sort of terrible cursed scarecrow. It moves like in a very twitchy, uneven manner, and seems basically like what you would expect, a burlap and straw scarecrow that's been given life through some magical means. Arthur, you are not currently hiding, correct?
No, not anymore.
Okay. Um,
It doesn't say. It's so
as
weird.
it twitches into the room, it's going to lock eyes with you, and you see that like the empty pits, in the burlap mask briefly flash red. I need a wisdom save, please. Very good. For a brief moment, there are just flickering images of, things jumping out at you from the bushes and something lurking in the shadows in the corner of your room at night, but you're able to shake it off and you are not frightened.
Fear does.
Little guy can't reach you, but medium guy is going to shoot needles at you, Ervier. Good thing I don't actually have advantage. A 10 is going to miss you, and you do not get crit.
Whee.
Okay. Also, additionally, um, everybody make me a DC 5 perception check, please.
You have advantage. You're inside the spirit totem.
That's true.
Anyone fails, I feel bad for you.
What was the check again? Perception.
Yes. Looks like everybody makes it. It's in Druidic, so there's just like a rattle and a thud and some sort of loud shout that Ayakabachi you recognize as basically the Druidic equivalent of fuck, as something thumps to the floor over here. As my druids are just getting ruined. Do this, and we will make them visible.
Home alone them.
Yes, and actually the fucking twig blade is also prone. Yeah, so that's how that goes down for them. We are to Ayakobachi's turn.
All right. Yakobachi is going to take a shot at this druid. I believe that's 30 feet. I think that's the range of. I think it's 60
40.
feet for.
Yeah, 60 for Thorn Whip.
Yeah, I'm gonna do another thorn whip on that guy, and try to just get some damage out there.
Okay.
Not with his bow and oh, there's no advantage. Ignore that. It's an 18.
They'll hit.
And we'll pull him 9. Do we really need to pull him? Nah, I won't pull him. We'll just do 9 damage to him.
Okay.
I'll stick my head out here and kind of see what's going on.
Yeah. So you have full vision of everybody coming in that way. There are 2 druids in that
And
pack.
I'll look over to Narlug and say, "This has got your name written all over it, buddy." And I will.
Yeah, but it's burnable.
There's a whole lot of field behind them.
It's
Fix.
true.
I'm going to then make my way up these stairs a little bit, get a little bit of cover.
Okay.
If it's within the last 5 rounds of combat, we got time to put it out.
It's true. All right. Narlug.
All right.
Oh, excuse me, the dog's gonna bite, and then that's my turn.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
But Narlug,
sorry.
do your thing.
Yeah, dog's got that, dude. So
Oh, yeah.
Dog's out here.
Extremely dead.
Narlag trusts Ikubachi. He's like, oh, okay, what's going on out here? He's gonna go through this door. Oh snap! Lots of dudes. We've been waiting for this. We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna fucking do it.
Send it.
We're throwing a fireball right in between these guys in the back, so that way it just hits everybody.
Yep. Very much so. Let's see. So you're gonna center it like here, where that blue mark is, which means that it hits out to. I guess I should be marking in a different color so it's clear. It's a 20-foot radius, right? Yeah.
Let me check. Yeah, it is a 20-foot radius. That's...
Is that the horse getting hit, or is that just
No.
'cause it's blocked off?
It's behind a wall, and a second wall.
It's a lot of sixes.
Okay.
And
That is a
fives.
lot of 6s. Let's
Nice
see
fucking
if the
roll.
druids make their saves. I will tell you right now, it is not relevant whether or not the blights make their save.
They're just toast.
The prone one has disadvantage.
I was gonna
right?
say, right?
It
Isn't
does.
that's amazing. The teamwork.
Whoops, I didn't mean to click that. Let's see. Save, dexterity. Oh my fucking god. Narlug. You poke your head out into the hallway. You trust your friend. You've been granted some new magic recently, and you've been itching
Little
for
flick
a
of the
chance.
wrist.
And yes, with a almost casual flick and then snap, an explosion of flame goes off. And yes, sure, there's a little bit of collateral damage, but you turn all 6 of those enemies to cinders as you one-shot that entire pack.
Dust. Hell yeah, dude. Don't fuck with
Oh,
Narlo.
yeah.
God, I'm so glad I put the bearings there.
Right? Gave you a warning they were coming before you fucking had them crawling up your ass in the main room. Very well placed. And Narlug, oof. That spell.
Should be
All
keeping
right.
it.
So are you gonna just kind of stay there? You have a little bit more movement if you'd like.
Yeah, I can see through this door, so I'm just gonna post up right here.
Okay. Then down to the map layer. Map layer. All right. Fuck. Romare.
Okay. So I get advantage like if I'm like with like adjacent allies, right?
That is tactics.
That's pack tactics. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
okay. So it depends. I prefer the flanking rule.
Okay.
Personally, so if an enemy, basically, if you are on opposite sides of an enemy from an ally, you get advantage and therefore sneak attack.
Okay, that's fine. I'll probably just attack him without the sneak attack proc then.
Sneak attack and talk time, baby. Let's go.
That's true.
I get the I get it again. I thought it was
Anytime
just-
I want it. You get
Once per round.
Oh,
'cause
he
it
gets it.
uses his
all
reaction.
around anytime I want it.
Okay, well then I'm good. Sneak attack then. All right. I'm gonna attack this dude.
Caw-caw.
Okay, the top one or the bottom one?
Top one.
Okay,
Well, I'm really
good
glad I
thing you
got
have
that.
advantage. That hits. Let's see, a little bit of math here.
5 times the HP or something.
6.
6.
6 and a little bit. times the total HP of that creature. Yes, you just make absolute mincemeat of him. Urvir, you're hit by a couple collateral splinters. You don't take any damage, but, Relmir was just particularly
Put him through the shredder.
on the button there.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to do, sir?
I am going to kind of like say like over here, and I'm going to like hide underneath this barrel, like kind of
Okay.
like.
Works for me. Oh, yeah, I was just going to say I'm going to move the spirit slightly. All right. Yeah, that is very sneaky. Anything else?
Nope, that's my. Yeah, I can't do anything else.
Okay, Urvir.
Check this shit out.
Oh, no.
I'm not blowing
Oh,
up a third level
okay.
slot. I'm just using a cantrip for the
Each of
first
your
time.
choice so you can see it within range. Just checking weaknesses here. Okay. DC 16
Wow.
con save.
Unfortunate.
You still might kill the little dude if he fails.
I'm hoping that Druid's on her last legs too.
She is.
You've been beating the shit out of her.
Constitution, submit. Oh. Constitution. Okay. So, the small one, absolutely obliterated. The druid, also obliterated. It's range 5 feet.
Yes, so I
Okay.
only hit the blights and the Druid.
Yes, and they take half.
No damage.
No,
on
no.
success.
Okay, saber suck. Okay. So the other one does make the save. But the other two are very much vaporized. You
Oh,
go ahead. No, I was just gonna say, as the druid goes down, like you've noticed, if there's nothing leading the blights, they seem kind of stupid. The scarecrow doesn't seem to like suddenly go kind of blank like the blights have been. Seems like it's kind of more under its own power.
Okay. I'll remove the weapon and then make an attack on the scarecrow.
Okay. That
hit.
very much hits. Ability. Okay. 8 force. All right. It does not seem to like that very much, but also that's not. Whoop! Not that. Hang on. Not that much of its health, I guess, is how one could sum it up. Takes a solid hit, but it seems like it's still ticking.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. On their turn, you've still got one more pack of friends on the way, which I suppose Webward might have Skyped you about, but his data plans run out, so
He's just out there chilling. I'll just do this. Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter.
They move to there. We will go first. Okay. I don't have much left to do to you guys. This guy's not even gonna move up on you, Rolmir, but oh no, he can't probably see you. You hid
Nah, I'm
well.
hiding.
All right, Urvir. He's going to flick needles at you. 16 to hit.
18 AC.
Okay, misses. Ping off of your scale mail. The one here is going to step in and is going to try and claw you. 18. Take 4 piercing, please.
Yeah.
I think a scarecrow. Probably clever enough that it's going to move around to flank you. It is going to multi-attack you. Nice save on that concentration. 16 does not hit you. Neither does a 16. Wow, cool. Good job, Scarecrow. All right. That's my turn. Man, you guys are making mincemeat of this. Ayakobachi.
Yakobachi is going to walk up back to the door, and he is gonna tell his one-eared wolf companion, he's gonna say, "Defend the pack! Die for the pack!" And he is going to take a shot at. Are these stairs in the way? Can I see this scarecrow guy?
The stairs are kind of like cut out underneath,
Okay,
so
cool.
yeah, you can see them.
We'll take another shot with a thorn whip.
Okay. 23 to hit the scarecrow, very
will-
much so.
We will not pull him. The
Okay.
doggo will come right. I guess technically we go like something like this, so we can avoid some opportunity attack.
Piercing.
Get like right there. And
Okay.
finally, get some pack tactics in here for like fucking forever. I don't think he's had it yet. And that'll be a 21.
That hits. Very
Dog
much.
show also has bliss.
Now,
yeah, no, he
does
hasn't been missing though.
does dog count as magical piercing, or does
Not
dog
yet.
just deal piercing?
Not yet.
Okay.
One more level.
So, as he bites into the scarecrow, it seems like his teeth don't sink quite as deeply as one might expect.
Okay. And then I will look at Narlug and be like, "Fantastic work, Narlug. I couldn't. I thought of you the moment I saw them." And
I appreciate
for-
letting me know about the opportunity at hand.
I got you.
For the record, that area up there is on fire. However, it's non-magical fire after the fact. So, like, it's starting to smolder, but it's heavy hardwood and empty barrels. So you don't need to be, like, in a hurry, but something will have to eventually be done about that. Anything else?
That is it for me.
Okay. Narlug.
Oh, the dog already attacked, so yeah, that's it.
Yes.
Marley's gonna come down, look through his door, see homie,
Mm-hmm.
and gonna hit him with a Toll of the Dead.
Okay. And that is wisdom, correct?
Wisdom, yeah, 14.
Save. Wisdom. Admit. I'm afraid that is a critical success.
Not today, Junior.
Mm-mm. Scarecrow ain't
Alright.
afraid of you. Scarecrow makes you afraid of him.
Gnarly's gonna back up out of the doorway and just start
Smart.
shivering at the sight of this thing.
All right, Rolmir.
Okay. Yeah. Since I am hidden,
Mhm.
would I be able to like move so I could like flank him
I would
without
think so.
without provoking opportunity attack from this guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, yeah, because he can't see you either. Yes,
Yeah.
you can.
Okay. Just wanted to clarify that. Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to attack him since I got advantage too. So.
Yeah, that definitely hits. All right, that is 18, and your rapier is magical, correct? So you blink behind this thing, and it seems like it didn't take very much damage from the one-eared hound's fangs, but when you stab it, your rapier just slides in like butter. It is only resistant to non-magical attacks. And the scarecrow is slain.
Okay. Yeah. Just let me double check though, because from the DM you sent me.
Yeah, it's I believe it's a +1 rapier with the other effects on it.
Duelist rapier, magic weapon for D&D.
Yes.
Yeah. So okay.
All right. Yeah, scarecrow very dead. And as it falls to the ground, it kind of tumbles into a bunch of pieces, like the seams all come undone, and it seems to like rot in fast forward. In the center of it, though, as the burlap that makes up the chest kind of falls apart, you notice there is a small black stone that is carved to resemble a heart, and it beats twice and then goes still.
Should I do like an investigation, or like, what would I check to see if it was like if it's like cursed or something like?
Probably Arcana.
Arcana, yeah. Well,
Nat 20.
All right, guaranteed.
10.
hey, 10's better than what I
Uh,
normally do for
Right in the middle.
Arcana.
That is true. You have a distinct sense that it's magical, or was magical, more likely, but I don't think you're able to tell what it is.
Okay. I don't want to touch something. Something like that too.
Well, there's plenty of time after this fight, in theory,
Yeah,
so
I mean,
you can be
it's
more
not going
careful after the
anywhere.
fact. Yeah,
It's not going anywhere, and I'll probably just tell Narlook about it.
fair enough. All right, anything else from you, sir?
No, so we got what? It's just these two guys, right?
The two in the room, and then there are a couple more outside, but you can't see them quite yet.
Okay. Well, after I do, I might scoot over here, and then I'm gonna hide in this corner.
Okay. Gosh, he's invisible. All right, Irvir.
I'm gonna take a swipe at the blade with spiritual weapon.
Okay. Yeah, very much. All
Bomb.
right. He takes a considerable amount of damage, but it's not quite enough to kill him. He's like a loud sneeze from dead, I'm afraid.
We will move. How the fuck do I not fuck up your flanking though, Frank?
What's up?
Well, he's not.
So I know
Yeah.
they're gonna funnel in right here, but if I hide around the corner, then he can't get a flanking bonus.
He's got a
Unless
hog.
I like.
Yeah, the bird can still grant him advantage.
That's fine. Then we'll Sacred Flame that blade.
Dex.
Oh, did roll damage the first time, alright.
Yeah. The blight bursts into a shower of twigs as it is struck by a shimmer of holy flame.
Neat.
Good job. All right. Fuck. First guy, make a save. Frank, roll me a luck check.
Yeah, we're doing evens again.
Okay. So, as he runs into the tripwire, it does break, finally, after 4 things have tripped on it. However, he dies in the process because this is one of the little fragile guys, and as it snaps, the wire whips through him and deals damage to him. So,
Okay.
let's see,
Killed a couple of people with this thing too. That's pretty cool.
right? Ended up quite useful. That is 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think she'll see Irvir there and stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. The druid. I sure wish they had any like non-point blank AoEs that wouldn't hit all of their friends. She's going to bash at you, Irvir, with Shillelagh. Part of the cast, gets the attack. 16 still doesn't hit you, so she will miss. I don't think any of them can see anybody else. So I promise I'm not bullying you. Actually, this one is
You
going
can
to
attack
attack
the
the
wolf.
dog.
Yeah.
12 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. The other 2 are going to claw at you, Irvir. 18, take 3. Piercing, please. And the other one, 17, misses you. And you can see this druid, like, she is just kind of striking more out of anger than anything. Because you can see the pile of corpses you guys have made in this room. She knows running is a bad idea. I also can understand this is probably not going to end well for her. So she just kind of screams in rage as she swings at you. Ayakobachi.
Yakobachi is going to get a little closer. 10, 15, 20, 25. We're gonna attack that druid with a thorn whip.
Yeah. Okay.
And let's see.
Do you want to move her at all, or are you gonna leave her there?
Nah, we'll leave her there. And then I'll use the rest of my movement. I just open this door and find myself in here.
Okay.
And of course, the dog knows defending the pack. We're gonna go right here for our pack tactics, and we are gonna attack this little guy.
Okay.
You saw him hit my one of our pack
My
leaders,
friend.
and can't let that happen. You don't even need the rest.
Yeah.
He's just getting it.
And like a dog, shaking a bone that they've grabbed onto, that twig blight is just utterly destroyed.
Perfect. And that's it for Yakabachi.
All right, Narlug.
Narlug hears the commotion, so he's gonna run around this corner. And he's just gonna toll the dead the druid.
Okay. Has taken damage, so they're D12. It is a wisdom save.
Yeah, wisdom.
That is a natural 1.
Oh yeah. His boy getting hit.
Ow. Not quite dead, but very close.
And feeling satisfied with actually doing damage. Go back around his corner.
Okay. Roll mirror, you're up.
Okay, I'm just gonna move. So, and then I get the hawk, right, Zach?
Caw-caw! I got you.
Yep. All right.
Okay. Oof. I'm afraid a 1 and a 2 on the die is not going to do it for you. I'm sorry, they have an 11 AC.
That's rough. Okay. Well, because how much movement was that? 15,
It's 20.
20.
So you
Okay.
have 20 left for standard movement, but you will provoke unless you use your bonus action to...
Yeah, disengage.
Yes.
I am going to disengage. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay. Works for me. Ervir.
All 3 of these are alive, right?
Yes, and your spiritual weapon is underneath the bottom one.
Yeah. Wait, I do
The
not
dog
have
didn't
that.
kill it?
You killed my spiritual weapon
Oh, I
instead of the
did.
token.
Yeah, the dog.
Okay, so that blight
left
is
You're right.
dead.
Yeah.
That blight is dead. You're right.
Okay.
Spiritual weapon.
Hang on one second. Let me fix that. Uno momento. Player, map layer. Map. Spiritual weapon. Layer. Token layer. Tokens. Spiritual weapon. I'm so sorry. You're not dead. Spiritual
When
weapon
the
is a
druid
sweet little
attacked
angel.
with the shillelagh earlier,
Mhm.
did it seem like she was going for brute force to try to overcome my armor, or did she maneuver it in such a way that she tried to slip past my defenses to see if I can get a sense on if she attacked using her strength or attacks?
Okay, that's an interesting question. You get the feeling more dex than strength, but not particularly skilled with either.
Okay. So I just have these 2 enemies here, right? The blights by the back door are dead.
There is one here as well.
Okay. Fuck it. I'll start with Word of Radiance.
Okay.
God. That's not doing shit for damage.
See, save. Constitution. It's not doing shit for damage, but
I don't attack the beast.
No, it doesn't just hit everyone around him.
holy shit, that blight made a nat 20 on its save.
Nice.
He can't be
A
stopped.
monster. What a monster.
Yeah, but what about when the spiritual weapon rolls up?
Probably not going to end well for him. Does not end well for him.
He
As
did
the
his
spiritual
best.
weapon just straight up turns him into coleslaw. Whoops. Map player. Anything else over here?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. Okay. More out of spite than anything. Yeah. He misses you. Yakubachi.
Yakubachi's just going to,
Get us out of rounds.
yep, just do the same thing. Get a little closer and shoot a Thorn Whip.
Very much. Not quite enough to kill him, I'm afraid, but you do have a dog.
He's defending the pack, and I don't believe he's gonna have.
You can give him advantage from the bird.
Yeah, I might as
And
well.
he does bless.
He does have bless. Give him advantage. Just roll for the crit. Doesn't even need advantage. He's gonna just wreck this dude with max damage.
Yes, very much so. And as the final blight falls here, for the moment, things go quiet. But you do hear out in the fields a bit of a rattling. And it gets louder and louder and louder, and it sounds just like a bunch of sticks clattering against each other. And Irvi, you're right there to peek out the door if you want. While nothing is coming from the fields at the moment, you hear all of the blights mixed in with the vines begin to chitter angrily, as there are currently no druids here to control them any longer. For now, it seems like they're staying put, but who knows how long that might last.
I have a crazy idea here. Can Lakobachi like talk to him and become their new leader?
I haven't had an hour to attune to that item.
But that item doesn't say it grants you control over the blights, just means you're not hostile, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes them not hostile to you.
But you're the only druid around.
You're not wrong.
As much as I think that's a cool idea, you do have to be involved in their creation to take control of them.
Okay. Just shooting ideas.
Well, Irby will shout to get ready with the staff, and then are we out of rounds?
Yes.
All right. He wants to start putting out the fire.
Okay.
Now, hey, Narlug, can you take a check at this heart the Scarecrow had?
Sure can. I'll walk over, following Rom here.
Okay.
Looks interesting, and give it a good old look.
Go ahead, give me Arcana. Yeah. Okay. So you are proficient in Arcana, correct? I assume
Yes.
to have the +6. Okay. It's not enough to tell you too many details. However, you recognize that while this looks like stone, it didn't used to be. You get the feeling that this is something that was originally a flesh and blood heart, probably not of an adult, given the size, that through whatever ritual made this scarecrow was turned to stone and served as a magical power source for this creature.
Seems interesting enough, though I'm not sure it'll be useful to us.
You are able to determine it's probably not dangerous anymore or anything. I know Romeo
Okay,
was worried
that
about
was-
touching it, but yeah, this is basically a spent battery now.
Oh,
At
gotcha.
this point, this is just a rock.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess that's just something to keep note of too, instead of guess you don't really need to hang on to.
Yeah.
What we could take away from this is that
Yeah. There.
someone's
Yeah.
out here doing bad things to children.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Any other? So, Irvir, you're working on putting out the fire. Do you have a magical means of doing that, or are you just kind of firefighting?
Nope, I have to do it the old-fashioned, mundane way.
Okay.
He'll probably call for help when he realizes that everyone's jerking off over the heart.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash over and help with the fire.
Fair enough. Um, you have thaumaturgy. Do you have that as well, Irvir, or no?
I
I
do
know
not
Ralmir
have
does.
that.
Okay. Um, thaumaturgy is kind of a minimal effect, but the way I feel about it is sort of like with prestidigitation or any of that, you can kind of use that to help like
Oh,
basically
maintain it.
smother an area.
Yeah.
So you can kind of clear about 5 feet per round, no problem, just by continually using that.
Okay.
Since it allows you to like dim and brighten torches, it allows you to cause gusts of wind. Basically, you're just
I could
using it to
I
kind
could
of
change the
smother the
color of the
fire.
I could change the color of the fire too.
You could.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Um, so
Get a light
Irvir,
going.
I just realized something. Please make me a DC 10 dexterity save.
Oh, fuck.
Can I help him with the Dexo since I'm
He
dexterous?
ran out there before you did.
Yeah.
Oh!
Okay. So you round that corner to deal with the fire, and as you step into the area of ball bearings, you don't eat shit. But it takes you a moment to kind of like catch your footing. Um, so basically, yeah, do you want to like wet a bit of cloth with your flask and then just try and like smother an area at a time?
Yeah,
Is
I
that kind of what you're
figured
doing?
pretty much, yeah, smother it out with cloak, blanket, cloth, etc.
Okay, let me make a quick check here. All right. So if the two of you are working together, it's going to take you about 2 minutes to put out all of this fire. Um, and like I said, while you hear angry noise from the fields, it doesn't seem like they're like heading in your direction, but you do notice that like if anybody pokes their head out that way, um, they are kind of like I don't want to say destroying the vines, but they are starting to like chew leaves and stuff.
It would be a
Oh,
drain
like
on my.
anxiety
Revere will
chewing.
again. I told you be ready with that staff. Please go kill them.
All right.
Mhm.
It's gonna be a drain on my resources, but I think this is the most effective way to do it. I'm going to resummon my beast, but I'll do beast of the air. If you think DM, the beast of the air could take its talons and just attack the staff and break it while flying over them.
What size category is it?
Small.
It's a
I
pretty
could I could
sizable hawk. It's just a
I could
big
throw a
stick.
firebolt at it.
Well, it's more about whether or not it could carry it, which I think the answer would be yes.
Yeah. Do
Uh,
you think it could break it? If not, have a Narlug throw a firebolt at it?
no, I think it could break it. So you want to send the bird out over the center of the field,
Yep,
and
high enough to
then
where it's not in range of getting hit, and then it's low enough to where it'll
sure,
hit the whole 300-foot radius and maybe a little bit underground too.
okay, sure. Um, so you summon your hawk, and you hand it the staff, and it takes off over the field. They try to shoot needles at it, but it's being careful. And as it swoops down and the talons sink in, you see there's a spray of blood as the staff breaks, and it kind of, showers to the ground underneath where the hawk is, and a terrible inhuman scream echoes out across the vineyard. Um, and in fact, it almost feels as though there's a pulse of something that physically moves through the air. All of you get like a brief bump in your chest as the staff breaks. And that scream is echoed by hundreds, if not thousands, of tiny blights, as all throughout there is a cracking and crinkling sound as they begin to fall into pieces, showering off of the vines. You can see out on the periphery there are a few that are not affected, but both feeling the magic and hearing that horrible sound, they begin to flee towards the surrounding woods, scattering off into the dark.
It's quite the hunting
And
technique. All at once.
and for now,
You're good
it
thinking with the bird.
seems. What do you say?
They're good thinking with the bird.
Oh, yes, very much so. For now, though, it seems that you appear to be relatively safe. Takes a couple minutes, the fire is put out. There's no damage to any of the actual product, though they'll probably want a new floor, and they'll probably need to do some maintenance on that wagon. Um, let's see here. Close out all these, like literally 10 different enemy sheets.
I believe they specified minimal damage.
Minimal.
They did. They didn't say no, and what they
I
really
consider
told
this a
you was
huge dub.
yes, they told you not to damage the wine, which it does not seem as though you've done.
Other than poison,
Um,
if you know what I'm saying.
well,
That's not a barrel.
Right? They can spare
correct.
one.
Do, 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 do.
And that poison wine's going to come in handy.
Oh yeah, well.
Yes. Just checking to see if there's anything meaningful.
Just go poison one of Strahd's wines just so it gets delivered to his house one day.
Right. Um,
Wouldn't that be the funny way of taking out Strahd, though? Just
Sure, he's immune to it, but it would be funny.
Just
That's the day
poison.
he has Superintendent Chalmers over for dinner, and the wrong target gets poisoned.
Yeah.
okay, so now that you have a moment, are you just going to head out? Are you going to search the rest of the building? What would you like to do?
Rifle through the druid's pockets.
Okay, well, you're going to have to check their prison pockets.
Say less.
Mostly, honestly, it's sort of what you saw before. The only one that really had anything that was not like spell component pouches or a focus or their quarterstaff is the one that had the bandolier of poison vials that seems to have had like a slightly fancier crown than the rest of them. You get the feeling that they're not really uh, much for material possessions. They use
They're
spellcraft and whatnot and survive off of the land.
yeah,
But
seem-
also, this doesn't seem to be their home base of a permanent nature. So,
yeah, they're more feral.
yes, very much so. And each and every one of them is just covered and caked in mud. Some of them are painted with like bits of ash or what seems to be dried blood, like giving them almost stripe-like markings. But if you are after like dirty furs or strange crowns made of bone and twig, each and every one of them would have that.
No.
It's good
Meh.
enough for me.
Fair enough.
I guess we can go warn the Martikovs and get them back here. Maybe barricade this place up a little bit and use it as a
Mhm.
place to maybe figure out what we want to do next.
Yeah, you would certainly need a good scrub of the main floor, but many hands make light work. So with their assistance, it would certainly go quicker. It is kind of like midday by now, since you guys had rested and then gone for this like first thing in the morning. Um, so yeah, if you'd like to head back to them, it's plenty light out. You don't have to be too worried about anything sneaking up on you in the fields. Uh, Let me update the overall map to reflect that you got rid of all of those patrols. And go ahead and if you'd like to recover the pieces of the staff Ayakobachi, you could, but that item has been consumed.
Yeah, I want to get some of that blood. Maybe wipe it off my
Okay.
bird or something.
Yeah, fair enough. And it is like it's clearly blood, but it does seem to almost be like rotten. It has like a weird smell, and it's like way stickier than it should be.
Nice.
But certainly, if you're looking for a trophy of how all of that was done, that would be one way to do it. But yeah, you find yourselves free to retreat if you so desire, or free to just go find the Martikovs. I will say, I know it's a little bit short, but if we can end in the next few minutes, I would
Yep.
prefer that. I'm feeling a little run down. I know Mike is sick. But excellently handled, guys. I had some atrocious rolls again, but you did a great job of like being smart about the way you engaged with that. Uh, if you hadn't hidden well and you hadn't spread out, I could definitely have seen that going very differently. Um,
Not those
so,
ball bearings, though. That would have been
Yeah, that shit was
That was
very
hilarious.
awesome.
sketchy.
and I assume you would like to recover those, but you'll need to like
Yeah, I
take a
was
few
like,
minutes to make sure they're not still hot and like kind
yeah,
of
because
scoop them up.
Do you
They
think
were
it'd
on
be
fire.
would it be obvious enough if my beast flew there and back? Would they would like realize that's like a sign and come here, or do you think that wouldn't be like obvious enough?
You could like write a note on a piece of parchment and hand it to the beast.
There you go. My handwriting's horrible. Someone please.
Garlic's got pretty good handwriting.
Yeah, throw a note in
Okay.
there. He can carry it over there like a messenger pigeon. He goes 60 feet per turns flying, so
Hmm.
he probably gets
Yeah,
it back really
absolutely.
quick.
Um,
And then
I
we could
love
hold
the
down
idea.
we could hold down the fort. That way nothing shows up.
That's true. I love the idea that Narlug, this big like lug of a man, has absolutely floral handwriting, like super loopy cursive, because you're a wizard, so you got all that
But he still
fancy
talks like an orc.
calligraphy. Yeah.
Right?
It's still the wording of an orc, but it looks fucking pristine.
Looks
Would
so
put the
good.
king's scribe to shame.
Yes.
It just says Mudmen dead in the most beautiful cursive
Yes.
you've ever seen.
Mudmen dead, but it's like, yeah, gold illuminated script with like all
Right.
the little flags and filigree.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
so you're able to write a note informing them that the winery has been cleared, and you send off that improvised animal messenger. Um, and so I assume you guys would go to the trouble of making sure the fire is well and truly out, recovering the ball bearings. I assume start to drag some of the corpses outside. Um, and yes, after not too long, you would see coming from the area of the camp, uh, Rictavio and Irina leading the Martikovs back. And as they arrive, you can see that, like, as they glance around at this terrible, mess that has been made, there's like a sadness, but also a relief that, their home is theirs again. Um, and not long after they arrive, behind them comes the same flock of ravens, and they wheel around up in the sky several big loops before they all pour in through windows and take rest again in the rafters of the winery. Um, Irvir, I know you had mentioned, and I had written in my notes that you know the wine is poisoned. I assume you want to warn them.
Yes.
Just given that I know you're a little.
Let them have to know that I can't take care of it tonight, but I will 100% prepare, purify food and drink after my
Um,
next long rest to take care
and
of it ASAP.
Davian would be very thankful. Truly a lucky thing to have someone capable of working such a miracle. Without you, an entire season's worth of work would have been ruined. So I thank you in advance. Um, and in fact, uh, he would go upstairs, um, take out a key, and open the door to the master bedroom. You hear him rifle around in there, and he will come back down with um, a small like coin pouch. uh, Despite the business we run here, we are not the most wealthy of families, but uh, a reward is in order. And he will hand you first the pouch and it contains 50 gold.
So rich.
And when you've completed the purification, this will be yours as well. And he will show you a little like a wooden box with a hinge, and he opens it up, and you can see there are 5 very well cut looking rubies inside, and you get the feeling they're probably worth about 50 gold each. Um, I hope you understand. I have to be certain the wine has been secured and purified, but the work you've all done here is, well, its worth cannot be overstated. And you can see Irina and Octavio are actually mostly playing with the kids to keep them distracted from like how fucked it is in
The
here.
corpses, yeah.
And Davian would invite you all to at least stay the night, if not, as long as you need to recuperate. Um, but I think after all of that, Irina would kind of pull you collectively aside. And Rictavio is off juggling, again, entertaining the kids. And when they're not looking and nobody else other than you guys is, you see him occasionally like eye roll as he is being forced to play the clown at the moment. But Irina will say, um, "It is truly wonderful what you've managed to do, and well, if their numbers were as overwhelming as it sounded, you can color me extremely impressed. But I think unless we can get the entire family to evacuate, it's probably wise that we don't head back to Valaki immediately. Sounds like there may be more of an encampment of them down at Yester Hill. And if we leave them there, I fear they'll only come back, and potentially in greater numbers. Um, Obviously, it's wise to rest for now, but at least I think investigating would make my conscience more clear. If you will accompany me."
Narlug's ready to rain fire.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
We
mean, we
wouldn't want
don't.
to leave it half done.
Mhm.
I mean, we don't have to be careful this time, right?
Don't
Yeah,
quite
yes,
know what's
it'll
up there.
burn that mother to the
Uncertain,
ground.
yeah, uncertain how many of them there may be, but if you
Or
mean in terms of collateral damage,
yeah, that's
do
what I'm
not
getting
need to
at.
be, no.
Yeah,
I'm,
that make things easier.
I'm always up for a hunt, but I would greatly benefit from a moment to rest and recuperate.
Mhm.
It'll
Um,
definitely take me most of the day because I need a long rest to get my
yeah,
spell slots back. I'm pretty wiped out. I've got a couple
and
left, but
And mine as well, but just getting my wild shapes, getting your channel divinities, getting those things are a big advantage
right,
over not getting them.
I still only get one. I
You
yeah,
don't
have
get a second channel
you have
divinity.
your
Yeah,
item that gives you 2.
yeah,
that gives me an extra channel divinity.
doesn't it?
Yeah, and it boosts your DC
I
saves and
thought it
stuff.
just gave me the extra. Yeah, I thought it just gave me the functional +1 to DC.
No, it gives you 2 of those. It's called Amulet of the
Let's double
Devout
check.
+1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you wear the amulet, you can use your channel divinity feature without expending one of your feature uses. You can use it
Mhm.
again at next dawn.
Yep.
I mean, I
Um,
get channel divinity back on every short rest, but so I
yeah,
basically
but
have
still.
Heard me
Uh,
also ask Irina if
yes.
she noticed anything strange about the Martikovs while we were gone,
Mm.
or what was the vibe like at camp, and what were they all up to?
She kind of thinks on it. I suppose one could say strange, but not in a disconcerting way. I guess if there's anything that stood out to me, it's probably that for being a family with small children hiding in the woods, there was hmm, an air of caution, but not an air of fear about them. And when the flock of ravens descended on the camp, they took roost in the trees, and if anything, it seemed to me that Davian was relieved to see them, but I'm not quite sure what to make of it all. Uh, like I said, I certainly didn't see any sign of them doing anything untoward. Um, but maybe not the level of nervousness one might expect.
Maybe
Why
before
do
we
you
all
ask?
bed down for the night, should have a minor
Mhm.
powwow amongst ourselves.
She
'Cause they're
would
very
kind of
clearly
side eye
hiding
and give you a nod.
something that they haven't deigned worth us knowing yet.
She'd sigh. Barovia certainly is a land of secrets. There are few families here that don't have some manner of skeleton in their closet, be that literal or otherwise. But if you have concerns, I would gladly hear them. They've been nothing but good to us so far, though. So I would be careful with any direct accusations.
I
But
don't think that they're necessarily nefarious. Just like you said, secrets.
she nods. Secrets indeed. Um, and kind of with a knowing nod, she will go back to the group and she will start uh, helping with Stefania to prepare like a proper meal for everybody. And for the rest of the day, you guys can functionally back-to-back short rest. But if you'd like, the two of you that are working on spell scrolls, why don't we wrap that up? Do you want to give me one more Arcana roll, each of you, with the, or I guess, did we do it with Narlag with the help action? That's how we did it last
Yeah,
time?
yeah, and then
Yeah.
I'm like
Okay.
7/8 done, so I only need one more
Right.
eighth.
You just
You
need a
probably could-
success.
You could probably just roll it with advantage. Oh, look at that.
Oh, there you go. And that's certainly enough. So you're able to complete the scroll you were working on, which will let Narlug begin putting it into his spellbook.
We're doing a short rest.
Well, I'm just saying you're in rest time for the next foreseeable time, and actually,
I will use a hit dice.
we will handle the. Well, you know what? It's enough time in a row
I
that
don't
for
need to. I didn't
once
get hit.
I don't feel bad just saying you don't even need to like hold back on updating your sheets. Everybody can level up because you're functionally taking the time of two long rests back to back here.
Yep, and I was gonna say during this time, I'll just like summon a familiar bat and have him fly around and then see through his eyes, try to get a scout of like where we're going next, what's around there,
Okay.
what to expect. You can wait till
How
next session to do it.
fair enough. How far can you see through his eyes?
I
Because
believe it's
Yesterhill's
1,000 feet, but let me check.
okay. It is definitely further than that. But if you wanted to send him up and kind of like, I guess maybe a hawk would be better than a bat for that.
I just said a bat because it's Yakabachi.
Yeah, that's fair. Um, but if you just want to get like kind of a long distance view of the hill, let me see if there's any info I can give you
It's
from this
100 feet
distance.
within me, so I would just
Oh,
go to
okay.
like eventually at some point in the day I'd find a way to like get in the edge of somewhere I thought was safe, and just check out
Okay,
like
and just
maybe the
send him up.
path, see if there's anything
Hmm.
going on, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Wait, that's 100 feet. Wait,
Um,
with a spell. Hold on, let me read. This is a big ass paragraph. It says within 100 feet of you communicate. Additionally, as an action, you can see the familiar's eyes. During the time as an action. Doesn't say the distance on that. I'd assume it's 100 feet though. I mean, I don't know. Everything else has a distance.
yeah. I think sending it up 100 feet is enough to kind of like get a glimpse
Yeah, I
of
like
what you're
that.
looking at.
Yeah, I like that.
Um, and what you can see is far from detailed, but off in the distance, perhaps a mile away, there's a very tall hill that seems to have almost had the top like flattened. And it doesn't look like it's been carefully plowed. It more looks like something hit it, like with a big frickin' hammer, because there are ripples in the top.
Okay.
Um, and it looks to be covered in strange, like dark piles of rock.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and above it seems to be like a localized thunderstorm. Perhaps a couple 100 feet in diameter, and periodically lightning lances down from the clouds and strikes randomly upon the top of it. It's too far for you to make out like individual figures or anything, but you can see from here that there is some large structure or statue that stands in the middle of it.
Okay. Okay. Go
But
ahead.
you don't see any like clear buildings or a bunch of people milling around or anything. Um, so you get more of an idea that like if they're there,
Mhm.
they're either not there at the moment, like if that's their home base, or perhaps they're on the far side of it.
Mhm.
But it's hard to be sure.